Welcome to the first range review of Flash Captain 25. Today we're going to start with the Thousand Suns. Thousand Suns have always been an interesting army to me, and I've never got around to collecting them. But today we're just going to take a look at some of the models in the range. A lot of these models are quite new, so we should definitely see some great models on display today. So to begin with, we'll start with the Start Collecting box. Now, the Start Collecting box seems pretty strong. To be honest, seems actually quite useful if you were looking to start Thousand Suns, which is a benefit that not all of the Start Collecting boxes have. It has Ahriman on disc, 10 Rubric Marines, and 10 Zangor. I really like the Ahriman model. The Ahriman model has sort of a fairly recent update on the old metal classic Ahriman model, and it's really nice. I think it looks really strong and fast and powerful. I really like the horns on the helmet. I really like the fire coming from the disc. It's a very, very nice model. As for the Zangors, I think they look okay. I think they do suffer from the problem that they were sort of transported from Age of Sigmar to Warhammer 40k. They look okay. I'm not a massive fan of the Zangors, but I think they look alright. And finally, the Rubrics. These look great. I mean, these are exactly what you want for a Rubric Marine in Warhammer 40k. They look fantastic. If it was up to me, I would definitely be running a lot of these in my Zinch army, but they don't really, they're not that great on the tabletop as far as I know. But model-wise, they look fantastic. I love the helmets and the sort of sort of flowing nature of the banding around the armor. Looks fantastic. I'm a massive fan of this box. I think if you were starting a Thousand Suns army, this would be a really good place to start. Moving on, we have Big Magnus the Red. So Magnus the Red, obviously the Demon Primarch. I believe he was the first Demon Primarch to be released in Warhammer 40k. What a model! Wow. I'm not a massive fan of the nipple huns, but apart from that, just a fantastic model. The wings are huge. It looks very imposing. Just a fantastic start to the release of Primarchs in Warhammer 40k. The only thing that I'm not a massive fan of is the huge nipple horns that come poking out of his chest, but other than that, great model. Massive fan. Really looking forward to the rest of the Demon Primarch releases, and hopefully we'll get to see Angron, who's my favourite Demon Primarch, because he's absolutely useless and he's this big red meatball of just pure fury. Next unit is the Scarab Occult Terminators. I really like Scarab Occult Terminators. Again, they have the same thing as the Rubric Marines, where they have this really flowing banding around the armor. Almost looks like warp fire in the way that it sort of surrounds the blue of the Thousand Suns armor casing. The only thing I don't like about them are the chainswords. They're sort of scimitars, which I understand because of the ancient Egyptian sort of influences, but in terms of practicality, they just look a bit strange to me. But again, that's just what I think. The Mutalith Vortex Beast, that's a horrible hentai monster with tentacles flying out of its mouth. I think it's a nice unit. Again, another unit transported over from Warhammer Fantasy. I think it looks okay. I personally wouldn't be using a unit like this just for the sake of just ease of painting, because it looks like an absolute monstrosity to start painting. But yeah, I mean, does it suit the Thousand Suns sort of idea and look? I don't particularly think so, but it looks fine. It looks fine. We know about Chaos Cultists already. They're the standard multi-pack cultists, all one piece fixed together. They're fine. I think they look good. They are starting to show their age a little bit, and they're not even that old now. But realistically, that's all there is for a Thousand Suns army. We've got the Chaos Rhino, of course. It's the Chaos Rhino. We know what it looks like. Hellbrute. It's the Hellbrute. It looks fine. Again, there's nothing in here that's particularly impressive or particularly specific to the Thousand Suns. So that's my range review on the Thousand Suns army in Warhammer 40k. Thank you for joining me on this review. If you could, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Any constructive criticism would be greatly appreciated. And I'll catch you next time. Speak to you soon. Bye.